Hey all, Hipper here. So today it's Albemarle, and I haven't played this ship in a while, but it's Tenant, Azure Lane Baltimore, Tesla, and Ingenious, full speed ahead, Velocious, steer clear, and fully packed. So in other words, an agile build. Aiming systems, steering gears, and the improved reload here in the end. So 3 heals, 3 sonars, and 3 radars. And that makes this ship, well, really good, I think. 2.4 rudder and 37 knots. So it's not the most agile at tier 7, but it's still like fine. Like anything below 2.8 second rudder, that's fine. And if you can just squeeze it up to 37, 38 knots, that's also pretty good. Of course, it's on the lower end of the scale, but it's still not too bad. So this is Atlantic, and we get the middle spawn. And I find that if I'm in a cruiser with torpedoes, which I am in this game here, and especially one with radar like this one also has, I find a good spot is to head in here straight into B before you get spotted. Like the faster the better, because on your way in you're really vulnerable. So of course get into the cap and then just snuggle up very close to this B island here in the middle. And when I sit in here, I kind of like, it reminds me of the movie Borat, where he's well, no, not gonna go into details, but he says like, you're never going to get this, and it kind of feels like that when you're sitting in here. Everyone can see you, like it's no secret that you're in there, and everyone wants to kill you, except no one can. Because when you get into this position right here, where I am getting in now, really only people who are on the extreme flanks and who have also already pushed in quite a bit will actually be able to hit you. And of course a destroyer rushing in as well, yes, but like, have to be quite a brave destroyer, because Albemarle has deadly HE, it has sonar, and it has radar, and it has 3 very powerful heals. So even if you get a torpedo on this ship here, perhaps even 2 torpedoes, it'll just heal back and then pretty much take the destroyer out. So that's why this ship works really well for this purpose here. And Hipper is the same, with the very nice sonar on Hipper. You just get in here, pop the sonar on, and the cap is basically yours. Any destroyer wanting to challenge the cap will be spotted, and of course they don't like that. And you're relatively safe while you're sitting here, like I said, unless someone actually rushes you. The problem is getting out again, and in this case here I am super lucky that this destroyer here, he actually listens to me when I asked him to set a smoke screen, and he does. Because usually I just turn out and try to get away by wiggling my butt and just not getting hit. That works well, but of course, like, a smoke screen is even better. And like Exeter, for example, is perfect ship for this, because it has its own smoke screen, and Amalfi also does really well. Of course, you can pull it off in other torpedo cruisers like this one here, and well, it's an easy way to get your team ahead right from the beginning, because the B cap is the hardest cap to take. So if you have this cap, then chances are you're going to keep this cap for at least the first 10 minutes of the game. If a destroyer follows you in, like in this case here, that's fine. I mean, you'll just cap faster then, but they don't have to. So with the B cap taken here, there are 3 ships sitting pretty much in the spawn here, so I'm kind of counting on them to defend the B cap while I slowly make my way down towards the A cap and start to take that. Of course, I've attracted this Kurfürst here, his attention on the way, and that's always the problem in cruisers. When you need to go somewhere, there's always a battleship that like sees you and then, well, pushes you off course a bit. Of course, I could just stop shooting at this guy and just fall off detection, but it's early in the match anyway, and there's really no rush getting down to A now. So if we can kill that battleship on the way, that's perfect. So the Secret is still sitting here behind the rock, and he doesn't look like he's going to move anytime soon. So I just want to make him know that I can still hit you, although you're sitting behind that rock there. So there's a destroyer at A, and that means, and there we hit Siegfried. Anyway, that means we are going down to A to try to intercept this guy here. And he looks like he's gonna go straight through the cap and then come out on the other side here between the two islands. And I'm just keeping an eye out for incoming battleship salvos because I'm spotted. And there's two people like aiming at me. So sooner or later there should be something, like a little like unexpected gift coming, and someone shooting me from the back. That must be one of the two, and then the Massachusetts is the second guy, and he's shooting HE. So yeah, someone who still doesn't know how to play the game. So just gotta get this island here between myself and the Massa, and then I'll push in, and hopefully I can catch this naughty destroyer here off guard, because I have my radar ready. So even if he smokes up, he is as good as dead. And of course, I don't know exactly where he is, but I have a good idea, and he is visible on the radar, so I know where he is. But I just need to get a little bit closer, and of course have a clear line of sight, so I can be able to shoot at him. And he knows that I'm there, and I was just kind of hoping for him to, you know, rush out and just think, oh no, there's an Albemarle there, but he knew I was there. So but that's okay, we just keep going, and he can't really reverse because there's a destroyer taking him on there, and he can't really go this way here because I'm here, and he can't smoke up because, well, he doesn't know this, but I have my radar and I'm ready to use it. So so typical here. I pop my radar when I get spotted because I think he's running away, but then he's actually just popping out in the same spot. So I didn't even have to pop my radar there, but it's already done, and now we just have to kill him because I don't want him to slip away again because I don't have a radar now. So that's why I am going for the kill here, because I don't want him to drop off detection. He needs to die right now. So he's in a bit of a tight spot here, and honestly, he put himself there. He shouldn't have gone straight through the cap. He should have just entered it, capped, and then stayed on his half of the map. But he probably wanted to go down here and try to torp some battleships all the way from the flank. So this Friesland here gets the kill, and so be it. That's fine. And of course, I get the carrier's attention. Just like a nice trade-off here. But Albemarle has awesome AA, and I've actually been thinking of replacing my main battery mod for the anti-aircraft mod on this ship here. But I don't really know if it's worth it because I don't get that many carrier battles, and especially in Albemarle, it seems to just be the one ship that scares carrier matchmaking. So I don't know if it's really worth it, but it's always a choice in this game here. You pick something for your ship, and then if matchmaking doesn't like you, then you pretty much just wasted it. And I still don't have enough battles with carriers, I think, to do a full AA build on the ship here. So there's a nasty Alaska out on the flank there, so that's why I'm going this way around the island, so I can head into the cap from this side here, because the destroyer is already there and he started capping, so we'll just assist him in finishing this off, and at the same time get rid of this Alaska here. I'm just waiting for him to turn a little bit so I don't have to face his broadside, and that's the turn, so we'll head in then. Of course, like, you have to be careful in Albemarle, like taking on an Alaska, because yeah, you can get dev struck very, very easily. It is a legendary cruiser, and well, I'm sure you know this, but yeah, it hits really, really hard, especially on soft and squishy targets like Albemarle. And of course, you can angle against it just like battleships, but it is a powerful ship and it will hurt. So that's why I need to get him finished before he gets his turrets turned all the way around. And in a minute here again, we'll get the carrier's attention once the Alaska is off the board, and I still don't understand that. There's a destroyer in this cap as well, so I don't know why the carrier player would go after the cruiser in the game with the best anti-aircraft, well, at least one of the best, when there is a destroyer as well. But I don't know, I just seem to attract carriers. Well, he's lucky. He's welcome to make a try here. And like, first of all, I have great AA, and second of all, I maneuver very, very quickly. So getting one of those AP bombs on me is going to be difficult. And he missed as well, so it's just a waste. I don't know why. There's one of his planes down with you. So I don't know why, like, some carrier players just do that. I mean, it would make a lot more sense to go for the destroyer, and in the first place to pick a torpedo plane, not an AP bomb plane. But whatever. The A cap is ours, and like I said in the beginning, we've had the B cap the whole time, because I took it right off the bat, and that means I can go and do something else, and it doesn't really matter what my team gets up to then, because most teammates or players in this game here, they know how to shoot other ships, and really all they have to do is to shoot the red ships when they go into the cap. They don't really, and they can do that from pretty much anywhere on the map, and that's why I try so hard to take especially the middle caps right off the bat. But any cap I spawn at, I try to take it very, very quickly, because it frees me up to go and actually do something useful somewhere else. Like in this game here, where I went to A cap, removed the destroyer, and helped take out the Alaska. All the while, the Reds are wasting a lot of time and effort trying to get back the B cap. And again, there's another torpedo run here. And this time I'm going to take a torpedo because I wasn't really paying attention. I will admit that. So if you've noticed in this game here, myself and the Friesland player have sort of teamed up. I mean, I don't even know who this guy is, but he was in B cap with me, and then he moved on to A cap with me, and he helped me take out the destroyer over there. He probably saved me at least one torpedo hit actually from that destroyer, because I was on reload, and he was, getting ready to fire. So like, that guy did really, really well, and he helped me a lot, especially by setting the smoke screen for me to exit B without taking damage. That was awesome. And it's little plays like that from random players in standard that just like reinforces your faith in humanity, and that not everyone who plays this game is I don't know, some 6-year-old who's probably at the same time playing Fortnite on his iPhone or something like that, while he's playing his Yamato in a legendary battle. Who knows? So here I pop my radar thinking that, oh, there must be a destroyer in here. And yeah, imagine my surprise when it actually turns out to be an Otago, because I was not expecting that. And I'm in a terrible position here. I'm broadside on and everything, because I was expecting a destroyer, and I was ready to, just pounce on him with a broadside. So I took a nasty hit there, and that means I'm going to sink in a minute here. But first, I'm just going to set this Parsable here on fire, so my team doesn't have to worry about that. And I'm trying to wiggle my butt here, but this is an Otago, and the shell speed is just nasty. So it's one of the more difficult ships actually to kite your way out of trouble with. So just got that fire going on the Parsable to see if we can't get another one before I get murdered here. And that's just the way it is. But pretty good battle. I sure did my part. And of course, at this point here, there's only about a minute left, and the Otago is way too late. We are ahead on points, not a lot, about 50 points. And even with mid-death, then we still have a very nice lead on points. So I don't know what this reversing Alaska here is doing with his friend. But as long as they stay alive, then the battle is secure. And I don't know if you saw it, but my last cell there burnt the Parsifal down. And that's actually my only kill in this battle here. Well, anyway, I never noticed that until now. But I still get more than, well, I think 3,300 XP for this. And I mean, that's what Albemarle is good at. Killing destroyers. So with the carrier down, there's really not many threats left here. There's not much of a chance for any of these guys here to get torped or anything like that in the last 14 seconds. So it's a victory, but it's only a victory because we held on to B cap for that long. So when you get a good battle in Albemarle, it's great. Well, it's great in any ship, I guess. But yeah, it is a finicky ship, and well, the odd death strike here and there certainly happens. It's not a bulletproof ship by any means. So great game here, especially the Friesland player just below me. He did extremely well, so thank you. So hope you liked it, and see you out there.